What's going on, my crew? This is Jane. Welcome to another episode of Jay's Adventures. And in today's episode, we're going to continue to build. So, let's see. Last episode, we went and built the middle part. And I think there was another episode. I need to check on that. But, nevertheless, I know exactly what we're going to do in today's episode. We've gone ahead and I started building the town center, and it looks really good as far as the shell goes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this like lower down area right here. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I want to build up this area first and kind of see what comes to mind. So our next 2 to 3 episodes are going to be spent right here. I want to work today on building some of these shops, and then we're going to leave this, which is the this is like the town hall slash, what it really is it's really where the ruler's going to be. So we're going to have a throne right there. Almost hit that guy. Also, I'd like to note we have not one, but 2 iron golems here. So these guys are really going at it. And as you can see, they've really built up, or I've really built up this little garden thing for them so they can, I don't know how they're doing that. They must be like, boom, something like that. Anyways, so that they can continue to plant and do their thing. I've noticed these librarians, for whatever reason, really like to sit around in these garden areas. So I've always thought these are the scholars, the rich guys, and they're watching the farmers do their work and maybe writing some poetry or something about them. We need to start working on the lore, but I wanted to talk to you guys about that. Ooh, look at this trade. Guys, that is a good trade. If we can get a zombie spawner, we can utilize this. We actually do have a zombie spawner. Shoot. Oh my god. We need to go back to the base and get all that rotten flesh and trade with this guy. What do you got? 2? Yep. What else do you have? More gold. Okay. Back to business. Okay, so we've got this beautiful place. And right now we have to build up some of these shops. Some of them are very small, like this one. And I've got some of them over here that are really big. The biggest thing that I'm not sure about is I haven't spaced for the roofs. As you guys can see, one of the things I like to do is I like to be able to jump from roof to roof. It kind of gives you a jam-packed feeling, which a lot of these guys are going to be living together, tight-knit in this group. And I want to have that feeling of community with these guys until we start to build a more of a city looking place than a town. Funny story. So you guys know how long I've been sort of at this like thing where I'm like, well, we're building a story, and that's what this whole YouTube thing is about. That I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a story and yada yada yada. Been doing that for a while. And lo and behold, B-dubs came up with the same idea. So I've got a lot of flat builds here, but they have a lot of multicolored blocks, and I try and make them a little textured, but not too much. Lo and behold, B-dubs in his last episode goes, you know, I was just thinking, and I think that I want to build a little more simply, and I get too detailed, and we're just going to start switching up blocks. And I'm like, dang, guy. He steals all my ideas. But, anyways, I tweeted a picture to him. I think I'm going around in circles here. I don't know if I said this already, but I tweeted a picture to him of what my build is and all that. And I'm hoping he sees that. I think we're going to have to go one more with this. You know what what we're going to do here. Oh, okay. Let's see how this looks. That didn't work out for you, did it? You freaking guy. I'll keep that like that. Kind of see. Kind of like it. Roof's gonna have to be right over the top of it. Okay. So yeah, I tweeted a picture of it to him, and I'm hoping he sees it, and I'm hoping that that he's going to let me know what he thinks, because I have to tell you guys, one of the best pieces of feedback that I can ever get is from someone like him. You guys are great, and you have a lot of ideas, and I've been hearing more and more as the more people watch this series. But there's nothing like hearing from the guy that is basically your inspiration, that you've done a great job, or even critique. I know it's going to be hard, though, because of that. When you are dealing with somebody who's subscribed to you, you get kind of scared, honestly. You start to wonder if you say something, if they'll leave, and even still at B-Dubs' level, I feel like when I show him builds and stuff, he's a lot more careful than someone that might say, like, oh, B-Dubs, you should do this, you should do that. He's a lot more careful about what he says because he wants to keep me as a subscriber. And you know what I forgot? I forgot these little doohickeys. Let's add them here and there. Put one there. Put one, I guess, there. One here. One right there. One right there. Okay. Do-do. Do-do. So we'll see what he has to say about it. Would I be hurt if he said it looks terrible? No. Two reasons. One, I have confidence in this build, actually. And I think it looks really great. You guys have said it looks really great. And mainly, I haven't had anybody saying, Jay, that looks like crap. Don't ever build ever again. So, based upon that, I think I'm pretty safe to say that this is a good build. That being said, what I'm really looking for isn't, oh, Jay, that looks great, keep going at it, or, oh, Jay, that looks terrible, don't ever build like that again. What I'm looking for is, you should add this, you should try this and see how that looks. That's more what I'm going for, because saying something looks great or saying something doesn't isn't really constructive. I'm trying to be a better builder and do a better job at my job. So if B-Dubs just came back with, it looks great, I'd be like, okay, what now? So I'm more expecting that. Honestly, I'm expecting he won't reply. But if he does, first of all, I'll fanboy, scream like a little girl, and then after that's completed, what I'll do is I will kind of think on what he said and kind of think about how I'll change things. I don't like that there, but I have done that in the past, and I can put another staircase right here. That way we have this still. Because I like to put a door right in here, which actually I think a lot of people may hate. But when I show you guys the way it looks, I think you'll start changing your mind, because it's gonna look awesome. Trust me. I think I still want to put something. No, that's way too much cobble. That. Okay. Roofing time. Alright. So we've got that in the works. We'll see how everything goes with that. was fun to see B-Dubs playing basketball for once. He plays NBA 2K, which actually, honestly, guys, if there's any sport that I love and would love to play, it would be either football or basketball. No real reason why. I just really enjoy basketball. And actually, in the future, one day when I get a lot more subscribers, I actually want to start like a what do you call it? NFL series on my channel. I don't know if there's only Madden or if there's another one. I'll have to research it, but I would love to do something like B-Dubs does, something with a storyline, preferably, but one we can have fun on doing a Madden series. And I think there's enough people already on here to make it worthwhile, but unfortunately, keeping up with doing Madden on top of the fact that I just don't have time to do it, on top of the fact that it's something that isn't right now something that I feel like will drive in a lot of views. And I say this as something that's unfortunate, but it's truth, and that's that right now I really need to focus more on getting more viewers and getting more people rather than trying to do what I want to do or what the whole freaking or what not what you guys want, because I do want to do what you guys want, but what a minority of you guys want, minority of people. So that's why I play Minecraft, because I know Minecraft, I'm good at it, and it brings in views, brings in subscribers, and right now that's sort of the focus of my channel. So hope you guys don't mind that, but trust me, there will be one day a NFL Let's Play. Where is it gonna be? Like, I don't know. Is it gonna be on Xbox or PlayStation? I don't know. It's all things that I've got to research, so please stay tuned with me on that. Okay, now bear with me on this, because we need to go to a door, and then after we do, I'll show you guys. Get out of my way, you scumbag. That's mean to say to a villager. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You guys. This is probably the best build I've ever done. This little... I'm sorry. I'm like freaking out right now because I'm really excited about this thing. This really honestly is. Like, this is actually a town. I feel really happy with the way this is going. We got tons of villagers. We've got this really nice tree. We've got like... I'm really liking it. I really am. So we got another shop right here. Now, bear with me when I do this, because it's going to stick out. But, personally, I think this looks a lot more cozy with this door the way it is. The reason why is because this is the shopkeeper's bedroom. This is his little house up at the top. And I want this attic feel, this sort of like kind of unfinished house feel. So, I like it a lot. Now, one thing that I want to mention real quick before we get done the episode, I think it's about time. I didn't set up a timer. Is that these houses, or these shops, these houses, they're all very susceptible to fires. And I wanted to, in saying that, kind of transition to the topic of what about these roles that you said you were going to do? What about these societies? How are you going to make it up? All that stuff. The way I decided to do it is I want to build up the town, and make it into a town, get some municipal places like this, get some shops, get some houses, and then we'll start that process. I think there's another town off that way somewhere. I have to look at the map to see. And when we're done building in here, I want to go over there and start working on another village, so that we can kind of have a thing going between the two. And we'll sort of bounce back and forth between those two villages and kind of figure out the exports and imports there, figure out the exports and imports here, and start the trading thing going. And then we'll figure things out a little bit. But so far, I'm really liking this place. Next episode, we're going to work on this and kind of talk about how everything's going to work with this. But for now, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. A lot of stuff is getting done. I love more and more every day that tree, and I'm really liking the style of these buildings. They're really easy to put up. And in the future, what I want to do is, well, I'll explain that in the next episode. Little spoil teaser for you guys. So, without further wait, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Until then, happy mining and crafting.